Yo, I've discovered something truly horrible today. My God, I can't see him the same after this, but let me show you something I got. It was pretty cool. I got this might be this might be a reissue actually. I can find the date. Fuck you. It doesn't actually have one, but it's the reissued GM. How people say Jim. This is a mass-produced mobile suit in the anime. And since the color separation wasn't good back then, and they couldn't look like the other ones I showed in my other videos, I'm not going to show them again. You can see them just fine. I'm gonna have to hold it when I turn his head, or else it'll open. What the fuck is going on outside? Dude. I like the look and feel of the older kits. Well, I mean, this isn't an older kit, it's just a reissue of an older kit. Wait, hold on. Oh, I'm gonna play the new Halo game. Anyway, while I talk about this, yo, I should paint this guy to make him look like the Master Chief. Yo, dude, that'd be awesome. Anyways. I don't like the Halo Studios logo. That shit looks so ass. Unreal Engine has to do with this. But, I'll just skip all
the button to start. Loading. Loading settings. Previous tab left bumper, screen tab left, tab 1 of 4, next tab right bumper, screen calibration.
I'm gonna turn it down. Santa Claus isn't who you think he is. Let's see. I started to unravel this as it all went on. Well, in my head. Santa Claus, so the elves on the shelves, the ones that you buy at Michael's and whatever, those aren't real elves. They're lies! They hold no magic! See, the elves are slaves. They were taken by Santa Claus during a holy war. This is when Santa was more evil and genocidal. He had this huge ass horse. He annexed the land which is now the North Pole from the elves. He came with his axe. Actually, no, it was his reindeer, my bad. His huge ass reindeer. They all carried him over in battle. All of the poor elves they were enslaved to make toys for children. And where the elf on the shelf comes in is that all the big companies know of Santa, but they don't confirm his existence because I know he's real. I know he's real, right? So what happened was that they wanted to make money off of him, right? And there's only ever been one enslaved elf to ever make money. He's now owned by, I forgot what company makes the elf on the shelves, but that corporation owns him. They bought him from Santa Claus. And when he was transported, he was very frail, which is why the elf on the shelf is frail. The elf on the shelf is based off of that elf. See, the elves aren't normal. They're not like normal elves in fiction, okay? They have been alive for just since the dawn of time. So this world is technically theirs, okay? But this elf in particular is the only one who sort of made money from this. Because he gets the money from the corporate company, which uses him to make the dolls. And see, this is where racism comes in, because all the other elves they're just like people. They're different races. They're completely identical. There's African Americans, Asians, Asian American, American Native Americans, Indians, Native Indians, Russians, just like every single race, right? See, I remember seeing that elf, but he was in different skin colors. And all of the other elves were offended because to them it was extremely racist. It was like blackface. And Santa completely approves of this. He approves of this. He gets some of the profit too, to get better equipment, but it requires more elves to work. So what happens is that a lot of the elves, they're like, oh, this is gonna sound so fucked up. They just shoot out elf children, like just constantly, right? So there's enough elves to keep up. And see, I've learned the life cycle of an elf. From when they're 1 hour to like 18 days old, they're essentially they eventually start growing, right? And they eventually have full ability to think. They're kind of like an adult, but they're not. So there's different sectors of so the younger elves that are not as experienced with making toys are put in the easier, and so yeah, it's kind of like a ranking system, but they still don't get paid, because why the fuck not? But as they get more experience, it gets harder and harder for them. And the ones who have it the hardest are the ones that feed the reindeers, okay? That is the highest ranking. I know that has nothing to do with the toys, but they eventually get there. It's basically a death sentence to them. If they try to feed the reindeer are not all happy and jolly. They're actually really fucked up. They're rabid animals. They have fucking rabies, foaming at the mouth. Just fucking murder the elves, dude. Like, they can't even attempt to feed them. They'll just rip them and thrash them around, bro. It's fucked up what Santa's doing, bro. I don't even know what to say. See, all of these Hollywood movies are lying to you about Santa. Also, the real Santa is at the Macy's Day Parade. Well, whenever it happens, he's always there. That's the real Santa. Nothing is gonna stop him from creating more and more elf slaves. And that's our issue, and there's nothing we can do about it. Because excuse me, I just farted, but all of his, like, his base is underground. It's made it look like a normal huge ass field. It's all an underground thing. That's why every time people attempt to search and look for them, nothing is found. Someone's gotta do something to stop Santa Claus or knock some sense into him, bro. Pissing me off. So fucked up, man. Anyways, that's it. Goodbye.